And then the big consideration on entrepreneurship. We're doing all of this so that we can generate income and wealth creation, so that all of us as Eswatini, we can have that wealth, we can have a good standard of living, we can start talking about poverty reduction in Eswatini. So what is the economy about anyway? The economy is simple. This is a very, very simple thing. It's about producing goods and services and selling them. You sell them within your domestic markets, as well as you can export and flood the rest of the market with what you're producing. And so in Eswatini, we really have to ask ourselves, are we really producing things that we sell in the markets that we saw? We are so happy to go out there and look for different kinds of markets, but do we have the capacities as a nation to produce the things that we use on a daily basis? The issue of intermediate demand and the structure of the economy. So we have this thing that they call GDP, gross domestic production. And so that we're looking at the total goods and services that we produce in a country. So in Eswatini, we need 32 billion emalangeni. That is our intermediate demand to produce total production worth 87 billion emalangeni, which means our value addition, our GDP, is 54 billion. There's intermediate demand and there's value addition. So what that is telling us is that our intermediate demand is not, our value addition is not even double of that intermediate demand. So we're just happy to take raw materials and sell them as finished products. Like Mr. Mdulek was saying, goods is and that's it. That's all we know. Why can't you see the sendable tomato sauce and all of those finished products that we use every day? And with that, we pay more money. And so, moving on, we can see, I just want to really name the issue of value addition. So if we think about the most important sectors in our economy, we find that the most important in terms of value addition, we have the beverages sector, which in that sector we have Conco, Coca-Cola. They use 354 million and they add 14 billion in value addition. So that total production in that sector is about 14.6 billion. Think about it, 300 million and then 40 times in terms of value addition. What does that say? It simply means that, yes, there's a lot of GDP production in that sector, but the problem is 300 million. It means our SMEs are not benefiting in that. What are you supplying, Conco? There's no activity within our local borders to support the supply of goods and services to this giant industry. Only 300 million. Maybe it's just trucking, and that's all. But in terms of the real production and supplying the raw materials and all the other skills, there's really no activity there. We also have the retail. Retail is really killing us in Eswatini because we are so happy to go out there and import a lot of goods and then we come and sell them here in Eswatini. We just act as middlemen. But there's no really value addition going on there. We're just happy to get something that has been produced elsewhere and come and claim as if it's something that we have produced ourselves. We have the social and business services, which is number 3. Intermediate demand is about 3 billion and it's about 11 billion emalangeni in value addition. If only in retail, where you find a lot of tenderpreneurs, where people are so happy to supply to government. But that's not really helping us as a nation, because all of those goods that are involved in those services, we import them from elsewhere.